Hello, my name is Design Ghost and welcome to another episode of our design series where we'll learn everything design. If you are new here and if you've not subscribed to our channel yet, kindly subscribe to our channel and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any content we post here. Today, we are going to learn how to design a shampoo label flyer or label using Photoshop. This is a real-time design process. Okay, so without wasting too much of your time, let's get right into the video. So first of all, I took my bottle and then I took a trace of where I want the label to be, and I placed the paper. I took a trace using a paper, an A4 sheet, took a paper and I traced over it where I want the design to be. After that, I scanned it and I brought it to Photoshop. So if you have any container, any object that you want to use, you can also put a paper on it and trace where you want the design to be, and then after that you scan and then you bring it to Photoshop. So we import this image into our working space. Our working space is an artboard of a height of 6.5 and a width of 3.0 with a 300 resolution. Mind you, the sizes are in inches, so we'll increase the size for it to fit our artboard. And when you look at our trace very well, the sizes are not equal. The size has no balance. This side is a bit different from this side. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw over one side of it, make a duplicate and mirror it for the other side so that we can have a proportionate two sides. So let's grab our pen tool and let's begin to draw. You click and drag, alt click here for the shape, bring this part a bit in, so we're going to, all right. Okay, drag, beautiful, alt click, alt and click, and let's close it up. Right click, make selection. Okay, add a layer, pick a color, black, choose the bucket to using the shortcut key G, and fill. Deselect, and now our shape has some bit of error, so let's try and correct them. Pen tool again, let's make here curvy, alt click, make selection, delete, so that we'll make any necessary correction we have to make before we mirror it. Okay, so see at the bottom here. Okay, it's fine. So now Ctrl J to duplicate, edit, transform, flip horizontal, and let's close it up. Let's select the two group, hold Ctrl Alt E to make a duplicate of the layers of the group. It'll put the duplicate in one layer. Grab the pen tool again, and let's take out the excess. Now the bottom. Make selection. Take out the excess. And now we can freely take off our pattern or our trace. So let's make our shape look a bit nice and modern and all that. So Ctrl T. Let's try to wrap it a bit. Bring this part down. Take it backwards. Down. Ctrl T again. Let's try to bring this in. Bring this part down. Side in. And here down. Okay, so finally our shape is ready. So this is the label that we are going to put. We are going to print for the client to put on the product. So all our designs and everything that we are going to write is going to be in this particular shape. It is going to be in this particular shape, so that after printing, this excess will be taken out. So let's begin with the design. So these are the resources that we are going to use to design our label. In the description is a link to our Telegram page where you can find all these resources to download for free if you want to follow along with it step by step. So we'll bring in our background. There are two, so let's bring the two in. So bring in the first one. Scale it up. Just rotate it. Holding shift. Create clipping mask. A bit upwards. Let's filter and blur. Gaussian blur. Great. So we are going to add up a layer. Remember, because we want to maintain the shape, any layer we are going to add, we are going to create a clipping mask. We are going to pick a dark blue, brush tool, Add another layer, clipping mask, a brush tool, like brush tool, behind our blue, another layer. This time around we need a white brush again, so we are going to give it a bit of life and texture and all that. Because we shifted, it has given us this faint line. Let's clean it up. So we are going to hold shift, select all these, alt, control alt E. You can group this, image adjustments, color lookup. Let's begin to find a nice match. Okay, and now we'll bring in our second background, increase it because this one has a texture. That is why we are bringing it in. It has some dotted texture. We are going to change the layer, blend, think divide is okay. Eraser. I'm going to hold shift, control E again. Oops. Clipping mask. Again, hold shift control E for your camera raw settings. Let's change the preset to vivid and see what it's going to give us. Mate. Okay. High contrasts. Add another layer, brush tool. I'm going to do some magic here. Create clipping mask. And now our background is ready, so we are going to add our details, our texts, and our images to it. So come back to our resources. Pick this image, Control Alt E again, group this, you can call it background, Let's change the blend mode. Soft light. Pick our eraser tool and clean the parts that we don't want. You can duplicate, Ctrl J to make it a bit visible. Now our test. So the test of the product is aroma. So we are going to be creative with it. We are going to use a font called Onsia Attica. So we are writing aroma. So we are going to search for Onsia Attica. Since we want our work to stand out, we can't leave it in this state, so we are going to be creative with it. We are going to X the ma, decrease the letter spacing to about 75. Let's see if we can even make it 100. Let's leave it at 75. The blue, bring it up a bit. Okay, increase the size a bit. Hold Alt, click and drag to duplicate, and let's bring the ma. Okay, change the color. Letter spacing to 75. Can decrease it a bit. And now we are going to add some icons to it, but we are going to use a font called Afrocalypse. So the same ma, we search for Afrocalypse swash, and we will only need the first one, which is the M, so we'll delete the second one. You position it here. Alt to duplicate, edit, transform, flip. And we can bring this one here too. So let's make sure they are in alignment. We can group all these. Group them, give it a stroke of white. We are going to change it to outside, increase the stroke a bit, increase the stroke. Okay, and we are going to hold Ctrl Alt E to make a duplicate of all the group, and then with that duplicate we can take off the group and then give it a stroke again, but this time around our stroke is going to be blue. So blue, and it's going to be very thin, very thin, very thin, very thin. Great. Now our main text is ready. The name of the product is ready. Control A to center it, bring it a bit down. Now we have a text like body wash gel. With that, we are going to use something like a long sans, a font, a long sans. Control A, center. Now we bring our oily seeds. To bring it in, as I said, there is a link in the description that is going to lead you to our Telegram page where you can download these resources for free if you want to follow along. Control J, edit, transform, flip vertical, pick our eraser tool and clean. I'm going to take it behind it. Sorry. To make the reflection, I'm going to decrease the flow and clean it a bit. Now bring our random leaves. Position it beneath. Increase the size. And create clipping mask. Eraser tool. Let's clean this part. Flow to 100. Because we don't need that part. Increase this a bit. So now we have some few informations that we can type in. You can type here. So for the sake of the video, I'll use the default Photoshop font text, to save some time. Nexa, white. Just add some bulletin to it. Ctrl J to duplicate. Can group that too. Maybe you can add your telephone number to +233 75 mixer. And we are done. So this brings us to the end of today's episode of our design series. This is how you can create a real-time label design for a shower gel or a shampoo product using Photoshop. If you want to get the resources to follow along with this tutorial, in the description is a link to our Telegram page where you can find links to download all these resources for free. If you have watched up to this part and you've not subscribed to our channel yet, kindly subscribe to our channel and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any amazing content we post here. My name is Design Ghost and see you in the next episode. Bye.